Welcome, everybody. I am Sara. I'm managing Provision-ISR marketing department, and today I'm here to introduce you some of the tools that we have recently included in our website in order to improve the user experience of our target audience. So this webinar will last about 20-25 minutes. It's a short one. Feel free to ask questions using the chat. My colleague will be glad to answer to you. And at the end of the webinar, I will stay for 5 or 10 more minutes to answer questions in case of need. So let's start. Give me 1 second. Okay. So I guess some of you are already familiar with our website, but for those of you who are not, I'm going to show you what are the highlights that I want to focus on today. In recent months, we got many reports about what are the most visited pages within our website. And of course, those 3 shortcuts that you can see here are the 3 most, let's say, popular topics for our target audience. So the first one is the product selector. The second is the page that we dedicated to the password recovery procedure. And the third one is the shortcut that brings you directly to the download center. So let's start with the product selector. By clicking on the icon, you get to this page in which, as you can see, you have the full Provision-ISR product range on the right side. And then you have a column here that will allow you to filter the items by category. So this tool is very useful when you are looking for something specific and you already know the features that you are looking for. So let's make an example. I'm looking for an IP camera. So I click in the category IP cameras. And let's say that I want the camera to be a bullet camera in 2 megapixels. And I want this camera to feature face recognition. In this case, let's say object recognition technology, the DDA. So as you can see, the system gives me these 3 results. Now, if you're familiar with Provision-ISR model's name, you probably know already what are the differences between these cameras. But let's say that you're not and you want to understand better. So you click on this plus button here for the 3 models. And you click on compare. So as you can see, you will get this table in which you will be able to see the differences among the different items at first sight, because these differences are highlighted in a different color, in red. So here they are. You have also the possibility to hide the identical features and to get only the differences among the 3 models. Of course, you can see the table on your screen, but you can also create a PDF and sharing it with your customers or your colleagues, whoever you need. So another thing that you can do, I will show you, give me 1 second. I will go back for a second, is to visualize the product page for each of the items that you will get after your selection. And here is the product page with all the features and the possibility to download the product specs, the user manual, the firmware, etc. But you can also download the product specs directly from here and to visualize it and create your PDF and so on. So this is the product selector. This is something that we suggest you to use when you visit your customer and when you need to find a specific solution together with him. It's something very easy to use, and as you saw, you can get to the right solution in a few simple steps. The second shortcut that I showed you before will bring you to the password recovery procedure page. We always receive so many phone calls from users that wants to recover their password. So we decided to dedicate to this issue a full page in which we describe step by step all the actions that each user should take in order to recover their password. So once you receive requests like this, you should address the user to this page and ask him to follow these simple instructions. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I will continue with the third topic, with the third shortcut, which is the download center. So anytime you need to download a product spec or the latest firmware version, the manual, or a certificate for a specific product, you should click on the download center and enter the model number here in this blank. Let's say that you want to download the documentation about the NVR8 H00FA. So in this case, you can see here all the available documents. Let's start with the manual. You click on it, and you will see the available manuals in different languages. At the moment, the first one, of course, is in English. We have the one in French and in Italian, but in the future, we will have even more languages. Same for the product specs. Clicking on the specs, you will download automatically the technical sheet of the product. And of course, the software version, the latest firmware version and the oldest one, and the certificates. So the CE and FCE certificates. So this is what you can do in our download center. There are a couple of pages more that I want to share with you today, that I want to present you. One is the knowledge sharing section of the website. As you know, as an Israeli manufacturer, what we want to do is to share as much as we can with our target audience. We are talking about knowledge, about CCTV in general, and about our specific solutions. This is why under the knowledge sharing section, you will find 4 different menu items: education, how to tutorial, Provision-ISR solutions, and live webinars. So in the education page, you will find general knowledge about video analytics, video surveillance. Here we are not talking about Provision-ISR solutions, but we are talking about CCTV in general. So you will be able to filter the topics by category. At the moment, we have understanding video analytics, remote monitoring, and recognizing the best CCTV solution. So if I click on understanding video analytics, for example, I will get this article here in which we talk about all you need to know before installing your license plate recognition device. Here we are not talking about Provision-ISR LPR solutions, but we're talking about LPR in general. So the problems to be faced when you install an LPR camera, or some tips to be considered during the installation, etc. We have a few more examples, but I will give you the time to go through these contents. In the how-to tutorial part, you will find what we call short but accurate videos. So we are receiving day by day different questions about how to do what inside our softwares, for example. So we decided to list here a few how-to tutorial dedicated to different solutions. So the OSIOS, the shop parking management module, our OSIA VMS, the provision come-to. So you will find here these videos that last not more than 5 minutes each, that will give you instruction about how to do something related to these solutions. Of course, here you have the title that will allow you to understand what we are talking about. And it will be very easy for you to access these contents. Let's go to the third part, which is dedicated to Provision-ISR solutions. In this case, we are talking about Provision-ISR specific solutions such as the video analytics, our software and apps, and all the products of our product range. So let's click, for example, in software and app. Here you will find all our solutions, and for each of them, in this case, I will bring as an example the provision come-to. You will find a full page dedicated to this solution with all you need to know about the app. So you can go to the product page, you can go to the Google Play Store to download the app, to the Apple App Store, and you can see here what are the different features. There are some videos showing you in detail what you can do with the app, and so on. The last part under the knowledge sharing section is dedicated to the live webinars. As you know, we are organizing, I guess, 4 webinars each month, 2 in English and 2 in Spanish. And all the webinars are collected under this page. Here you can register for the upcoming webinars, but you can also have access to the recording of the previous one. So if you didn't have the chance to participate and to attend a specific webinar, you can visit this page and watch the webinar again. The last part that I want to focus on is about the support menu item. Under this menu item, you will find a new option, which is support ticket. By clicking here, you can contact directly our support in Israel. We will ask you to give us your contact details and to tell us what is the problem, and to write the model name here in case you have problem with the camera, and to describe your problems here. You will have the possibility to upload images, screenshots, in order to allow us to understand better what we're talking about, and you will receive a feedback in a very not in so much time. I mean, it will be a fast feedback. This is something new. Of course, we always invite security installers to rely on the local support. And if you need to know who is your partner in your country, Provision-ISR partner in your own country, you should click on local support. So you will see this map. You can add here your postal code. And you will see, for example, I'm based in Italy. And in this case, my partner would be Provision-ISR Italia. We have a branch in Italy with all the details. And we invite you to check who is your partner in your own country. So this was the last part that I wanted to show you. If you have any more questions, or if my colleague from Israel wants to add something, I will be happy to hear. I will be here for 5 or 10 minutes more, so feel free to open your microphone if you have any other question. I guess we don't have any question, right?
It was very clear. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Thanks to you, Tlil. Perfect. So goodbye, everybody, and I hope to see you again.